Hi everybody, it's Adam with HeartValveSurgery.com, and we're at the American Association for Thoracic Surgery meeting in Chicago, Illinois. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dr. Eric Roselli, who is the Chief of Adult Cardiac Surgery at the Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio. Dr. Roselli, it's great to see you again. Thanks for being with me.
As always, Adam.
Yeah, so AATS, a lot of great stuff happening here. Research, presentations, talks. We're also getting questions from the patients in our community.
Love it.
This one comes in for you and your specialty in aortic valve disease from Ben. He asks, what is the latest research and innovations for heart valve replacement devices specific to durability? Will there ever be a tissue or material valve that does not wear out in 10 to 15 years?
Well, the material we have is that titanium and pyrolytic carbon, like ceramic mechanical valves. Those don't wear out. We will continue to see, I think, some more advances in the bioengineering space. So we tan that piece of leather, right? That bovine pericardium or that pig leaflet. You treat it with chemicals, you fixate it like a tan piece of leather so it doesn't break down. Over the subsequent, decades since that technology's been around, really came in place in the mid-'80s. They've realized there's other little chemical treatments and things that they can do to make those tissues more durable. And I think we're going to see some changes soon where they're going to be looking at interacting with some of the immune-mediated interactions with the body, what I call the patient prosthesis interface, right? So we put this thing in you, how does your body interact with it? So the immune space has been one area that hasn't been treated. The other stuff, like taking a negatively charged phosphate off so calcium doesn't bind to it, that's chemistry. But now they're kind of really getting into the immune space. And I think that's going to be really cool, and we'll see more there. We're starting to see with tissue engineering, people creating new tissues that are living, that hopefully will get populated with your own cells. And forget the immune system, your body's not seeing it as abnormal. There's some cool technology in that space that is making progress, but to a patient with valve disease, the progress is way too slow. It's not right around the corner, but it's very cool and it's coming fast and things are moving fast. The material science is also getting smarter. We're seeing microstructure changes in kind of the material science space. Not really like smart materials, but things that are designed with some of the same sort of material properties like our native tissues are. When you look under a microscope, you realize that, at various layers, the smaller molecules are doing different things. And I think they're starting to make some materials like that. I'm afraid that's probably going to take a while. And even though you can do some really cool testing with materials in a lab or even in an animal model, until you put it in human beings and see what happens, I've got to be skeptical because we've looked at some of these things. So I know there's a couple commercial companies that are working on some things and testing some things, and they celebrate their 1-year outcomes and their 3-year outcomes. But as was Ben, as Ben asked, Ben, you asked the right question. You said, what's happening after the first decade? That's going to take time in human beings and a lot of money to study. And so we'll see. But there's lots of effort. And in the meantime, when a valve wears out, we can do it again. We can do it safely. So if you're hanging on to a valve, remember it's all about your heart's health and the rest of your health. And we're getting better in that, in all those ways as well.
Yeah, so Ben, fantastic question. Dr. Roselli, fantastic response. Great seeing you as always,
Thanks,
my
man.
friend. Keep up the great work at the Cleveland Clinic.
You too.
Hi, everybody, it's Adam. I hope you enjoyed that video. And don't forget, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch the next 2 educational videos coming up on your screen, or click the blue button to visit HeartValveSurgery.com.